Well, hello everybody, welcome on in. You are watching Hypocritic GG. Streaming live on Twitch and YouTube, I'm Lou, some call me Cheat Speak, and we're back on the indie grind tonight. We got an interesting one for you. We're gonna read this on Thinky Games. So this is developed and published by Righteous Tree, a French developer, as I recall. And here's a little bit of the Steam description, if you're interested to get a kind of encapsulated look at it. In Hamstermind, you play the legendary Hamster Jones, a fearless explorer accompanied by his quirky team. Trapped in the ancient pyramid of Charon, your mission is to solve complex enigmas to uncover the mysteries of this sacred place. Pivot chambers to rearrange the pyramid, open new passages, and reach unexplored areas. Each rotation can reveal a secret or block your way. Can you find the right combination? Collect unique artifacts and note your discoveries in your journal to unravel the mystery surrounding this forgotten site. Every clue is a piece of the puzzle leading to the truth. For the boldest explorers, tackle optional challenges and unlock secret puzzles hidden in the pyramid. Your observation and logic will be put to the test. So here we go. So this came out, I believe, yesterday, and we're going to bring y'all up to speed on some of what's been going on our end with a few different things here. Not the least of which, we wanted to have a review of this out by yesterday, and that was not the case. So we'll explain what's happening there, and what you can look forward to in the weeks ahead on the channel. Because boy, do we have a lot of stuff queued up. Oh, we're gonna be busy bees. Let's get on into it. Ooh, what could that be? Or we're 76% of the way through. Some Beatles. That could be some playthrough that we'll talk about. We're gonna start a fresh file here just to give some perspective. Well, of course he's on the wheel. Where else would he be?
Anne-Marie?
Bonsoir, Monsieur Jones. Navré de vous déranger à une heure si tardive, mais je pense que ça ne pouvait pas attendre. Vous avez reçu ce paquet à votre bureau. D'après mes analyses, il est vieux de 3000 ans.
Ouvrons-le.
This is French developed, all right. I'll tell you that.
Pardonnez-moi, madame. Vous ne vous êtes pas blessée, j'espère.
Non, non.
Bien, où en étais-je?
Une quête 4000 ans.
Ah oui, pendant plus de 4 non, je suis plus dedans. Hamster Jones. Je suis à la recherche du cerveau le plus aiguisé qui soit, capable de m'affronter dans un jeu d'esprit. Ta sagacité légendaire m'a guidé jusqu'à toi. Acceptes-tu mon défi?
J'accepte.
J'accepte, j'accuse.
À percer le mystère du puissant artefact contenu dans ce paquet. Nombreux sont ceux qui ont échoué. Il s'agit d'un objet magique d'une grande puissance que j'ai conçu moi-même. Seuls les plus sages et les plus observateurs. Non, pas ici.
Bien. Deuxième étape.
Well, there you go, folks. Into the pyramid we go. Well, well. I'm gonna do it in English, because my French ain't that good. Who do we have here? Hamster Jones. It's about time you arrived. Your friends have been waiting quite a while. Hello, Sharon. Was it Sharon? I've tried exploring around the pyramid for a secret passage, but no luck so far. Ever the completionist, aren't you? Let's hope you bring that same energy inside. Oh, I plan to. Bring on the challenges. Hold X. Rotate. Boom. And that's like the entirety of the main puzzles in this game, seemingly. Let me just do a little tweaky poo here. I got the jaundice today. That's okay. Right. Okay, so here we are. Dr. Hamstein, it's always a pleasure to see you. A pleasure? Yes, it is. Oh, man, it's going to be a good night tonight. Always so cheerful, Jones. Your good mood is contagious. This cage with a golden beetle inside intrigues me. Do you have any info about it? There are doors with beetle symbols further ahead. It is probably connected. Great. Anne-Marie, how are you? Hamstein told me you had some juicy information about this chest. Hello, Mr. Jones. From what I've just translated, the pyramid is a giant puzzle designed to protect the chest. A giant puzzle? Awesome! Where is it? I guess you need to explore the lower levels to start. Try this cage right here. It'll be a good warm-up. In this cage? So this is one of the other types of puzzles in there. So you have your kind of top-down rotatey puzzles, but this, you basically slide a box around this little cage environment to match the symbols. It gets a lot harder, don't worry. Wow. I will need your help, Mr. Jones. Some of the steles in this pyramid use a strange language, and I need you to decipher all of this for me. Me decipher? But I do not know anything about languages. You are the expert. It is like a puzzle. You just have to understand each symbol. Copy them in your notebook and come back to me when you finish a stele. There should be 5 in the pyramid. I will do my best, Anne-Marie, but I promise nothing. This looks complicated, and the chest is still our top priority. You're goddamn right. So you do those side puzzles, you get beetles as collectibles, and you can unlock. Those are different cosmetics for your hamster man, in case you were curious. I'm going to explore this pyramid from top to bottom, Dr. Hamstein. Good luck, my friend. By the way, Chris has already gone ahead. You know him, always charging in first. Classic Chris. But if there's anyone who can find a weak spot, it's him. Take care of yourself and come see us from time to time. Well, let's get right into it. Down a level we go. There are no bugs in this game. Oh wait, the beetles. Ha ha ha. That seems important. So you're gonna start to get a feel for how all this works. Don't forget that you can rotate. Science still doesn't know what happens when a cat with a buttered toast strapped to its back falls. That is useful. Boom. I heard a noise coming from the elevator. Did I unlock something now? Something new. I can't. So literacy's out the window tonight. Good thing it's a visual medium, this game. Got to reset yourself where you were. And then you can do these optional side puzzles too. Just like that. Don't you feel smart? Don't you just feel so, like such a smarty? Wow. And we've got another level down. Look at us go. The pyramid is testing your patience enough. So, spoiler alert, I have a fair bit of an idea of what's going on in this one. There are stars down at the bottom right to indicate the overall difficulty of the puzzle according to the game, which may or may not match your own thoughts on it. Every so often you mess it up and you got to start over. It's just the natural way of things. Let's see how we do with this. Can I reset it? Yes. Yeah, there we go. I was like, that's gotta be wonderful. And then you do have to also back yourself out, it looks like. Et voila. So Chris, any news on that secret passage? Yes, I've detected and marked the wall's weak spots. All that's left is to send in the insectodrone. Ah, you're talking about Dr. Hamstein's invention. Exactly, I go nowhere without it. Stand back, boss, this is gonna get wild! Third puzzle type. So in this puzzle type, you are moving this beetle around the web here, and you have to go over every, what I guess is a bomb location with those marked with those X's. So let's place these tiles to tell the beetle where to go, and then you kind of chart out the path and send him on his way. Wow. I wasn't expecting that, Chris. I'm sorry, boss. I should have been more careful. You coming with me? Let's go explore. Sorry, boss. Puzzles and mysteries aren't really my thing. I'll go look for other cracks. You can let me know if you find any. The embalming wing. That locks it in place. Can't do much about that, it seems. Except you can. You just have to be out of line of sight with those statues, and you can turn it. You're already here, Jones, but know that until now it was child's play. I was about to say the same to you. I hope tougher challenges await me. I see you're confident. That smile might vanish very soon in this wing of the pyramid. The harder it gets, the bigger my smile will be. What a dork. But hey, he's passionate about it. So here's your fresh wrinkle to it. You can break through walls of it like this. Boom. More beetles. Hooray. And some Zelda-esque blocks to move around, as one does. Boom. Cubes and Jam, two stars. Like we said, different levels of difficulty, all sorts of different. I think these main tile sliding puzzles are the ones that you need to finish for core progression. Then the optional puzzles obviously build on that. So what we need to do, we just learned this, is move this guy over. You can only move it one way at a time, just like that, and then massage it over, and boom! That's what we want to do. Out we go. Easy peasy. How about more beetles while we're at it? We'll indulge in some side puzzling, why not? See, we got to break through the side as well, so... Beautifully done. So here's kind of the spoilers and the idea of what we were doing here. We've been reviewing this, and we wanted this out as we normally do, day and date with the other, like every other review we would do when this launched yesterday. I was like dead to rights sick last week. It was really, really rough. Even amongst like the Spirit Forge stuff that we were doing all launch weekend, you know, coming out of the tail end of it, I was ill. So a lot of our content plans got pushed back, unfortunately, including this. So the hope is that this review will be done by the weekend, hopefully around Friday, and then we'll have more stuff for you in the run-up to Riftbound. We'll show you the list of things that we have going on, as a matter of fact. Be brave, adventurer. So that's sort of where we've been with this. And a fun thing about this game in particular, one that we have been able to work on a little more substantially, because this is Sarah, Miss Nephroptosis' first review that she's been working on with us. So we've been bringing her into the content fold, and that's really exciting. So she's been taking point on playing it and doing a lot of the writing. So expect her to be taking part potentially more going forward, but certainly in short order with this. We love getting goodies. Now there's 2 blocks. See, can't put a square peg round hole. Can't do that. However, we can do this. Bam. That's always the struggle that I've had. We end up playing a surprisingly greater volume of puzzle games for this channel than I would certainly naturally play. Stuff like Viewfinder, stuff like this, not always on my radar front and center necessarily. 100%, 200%, 213%? Are those completion percentages? What are you trying to tell me, game? That makes me think that maybe there were some murals that I missed. Maybe along the way. But yeah, you always... The risk you run with putting puzzle gameplay up into the world is you risk looking like a real proper dunce in front of the populace, which I'm always a little bit conscious of. Especially with games that... It's not just puzzle games, but games that have a really strong following and that people are very passionate about and know like inside and out. You come in as a newbie or someone who's not intimately familiar with it and you just look like you're chump after chump after chump, right? We streamed Rain World, the survival platformer, recently. And that was certainly one of my concerns because it's a complex game and it's challenging and it's difficult to do and play well. And you come into it and you're like, oh, am I just going to look dumb and not, you know, give the game its proper balance here. But 3-star now. Let's see. It's the risk you run. And we were intrigued by this when this came our way, so we wanted to give it a shot. So we have a little ball we gotta move. Gotta get out of here first. Gotta get on the other side of it. Or not, because we just actually need it there. There's one. And we can use this to block him. Oh, look at us be creative. Wow. It's almost like these were designed. Bam. Just like that. Stairs. Love me stairs. Let's get out of here. And now what's going to be interesting about this too is, again, we were, Miss Nephroptosis, Sarah's been taking the lead on this and helping to give us some perspective on it. And she said that, pretty quickly it becomes quite challenging. So I'm curious to see how that sort of pans out for us here. I gotta get the box on this side. That works. Just like that. And from what I understand too, this is a fairly linear one in that you kind of have to... Like, you can't kind of ignore or get out of the way of puzzles that are really head scratchers for you. You kind of have to do them all. At least those primary ones, kind of. We'll see. It does seem there are kind of specific objectives in specific areas and ways you have to go about this. So again... kind of a lot of linearity baked in. Back to basics. Whatever that means. Oh, there's a thingy. Here's the first translate puzzle. It's up to you to understand this language. These must be the tablets with the strange language Anne-Marie told me about, but there's no hint on how they work. I should try out lots of theories until I figure it out. Let's start with the most obvious one. And it just says this again. What are you? We'll deal with that later. Will that give us number one? It will. Yes. Well, let's get number two quickly. That's where we want to be, right? Eventually. That's the only way we can really get to that. Is there a way to have that open to us? Let's see. Or this. That works too. Cool. So that's all of these. Now we just leave. It does seem to at least make it easy on you to leave, which is good. Direction, number, Domi Reversey. Can you believe it? Reversey. Ooh. Ooh. There we go. Nice. I think it's a match. It's a lot of rotating. That's what seems to be happening here. Okay. What's in the notebook? If you find this, please return it to 221B, Seed Cellar Street in Amsterdam. Birthdays, criminals to stop. Gordon Ramsay's recipe, of course. Hospitalization report. This owl lady guessed my name. How? Kasparov's game. Inspirational quotes. Okay, so just some things we've found so far. Probably nothing too earth-shaking here. Did we unlock anywhere else yet? We did. Deeper we go. Tic-tac-toe. Yeah, no kidding. Easy enough. Bingo. Remember your training. Or something. There's many now. That's many. Let's see. Oh. Immediate failure there. Okay, that's not good. And now we just got to get this guy out in front. Which we can do just like that. Boom! Nice. Hey! Looks like it's time for some Beetlejuice. Let's go with the Insectadrone. You're going to see some restrictions with this too, so you know these that are on the end, you know, you can only go so far along the grid. So if they're on the end, you know, you're either you're ending there or you're somehow going through them. So that one in the corner's basically got to be obtained last because we can't put any directionality after we cross it. So, then you see I run out of them here. So if I were to just cue that, can't get them back there. She tells me this flute haunts her nightmares now with how long she spent on some of these particular puzzles. So we'll see what the damages are here. No! Y is reset and X is erase individually, and that has gotten me... I played this a touch before, and that has gotten me too many times, like a frustrating number of times. You have a great idea, and then you just nuke it on yourself. And again, you have to get all of those bomb tiles in one go. Just like that. Ba-bam. The further you go, the less simple it gets. Good luck. I always love that. Boom. So you keep passing through my traps without even flinching. Interesting. Did you really think a few crates and mummies would slow me down? That was just a warm-up. Let's see how you handle some super dangerous lasers. Come on. Light that hurts people only exists in the movies. If you say so. All right, beetle puzzle first. And we've got a beetle blowing something. Who's to say, really? There, not so dangerous laser. But if it refracts, we're happy about it. Yay! C1. It's rainy here. This first. Now we cross over yonder. Collect, collect. Always be collecting and rotate this. We see that. Boom. Not bad at all. 3 for 3. Beetle time? Beetlejuice. Okay. Ah, yes, the Beatles ripping ass. There's Miss Nephroptosis. Call me under incognito and in disguise as Call Me Red. How you doing out there? You want to tell the people about your time playing Hamstermind for us? I really wanted to let you make that joke in case you were coming on tonight. All right, more to do. We're just ripping through. Now that I've said that, we're going to get stuck on something for like hours on end. And that's where we're going to be big dummies. Guide the light. I will. So that goes up there. I can already tell you that. Very cute, very challenging, much rage. That sounds about right here, doesn't it? So what I think we need to do, this bit needs to get rotated ahead of time. Like so. So then we can rotate this and get nothing out of it. Because we need the cube to come down here. And then we get the light, and then we leave. All is well. A1, B1 equals 20. B1, A1 equals 2. Sure. I trust you. Give me a reason not to. Rip, the Beatles are ripping ass again. Yay. So again, I think you only need those primary central tile shifting puzzles to advance. The beetle puzzles, I think, on the side are just for cosmetics. And the spider web, what was that mechanic called? Maybe just for shortcuts or other areas of the pyramid to unlock? That I'm not entirely sure on yet. We got a lot of refracting to do here. They also have to be... Ooh. Ooh, I see. So that's got to go like this. But I can't orient it the way I need? Because I need it oriented this way, but then I can't move it into place. Unless... Can't get it over there either. Oh, you know what I could do? No. Let me restart this. I had an idea, Mr. Krabs. No. So I need this oriented downward, which I do just with this, right? But then I gotta move him, get him on this track. So how do we do that? Unless I come at it from the other side, yes. I spent a solid 30 minutes on this room, not gonna lie. Well, let's see what, see if I can accommodate the test any better. We're gonna, I feel like I had a clue into it there. Let's see if we can do that one more time. So I needed to do... I needed to get it onto... this way, and I need it on this part of the track. So I have to be on that side to push it over. So I have to come at it from that square, the left square. And then I finally figured it out and felt dumb. That is the hallmark of a puzzle game, right? If you don't feel dumb after, are you even playing one? But that shouldn't be the case, should it? So how do I get onto that side? Aha! We didn't even have to. Get poetic in the heat, I get poetic. So this is the one I need here. So this one can come this way. And now this one comes this way. Boom! Hell yeah. We out. Oh, the Beatles are ripping ass again. So it just moves you over one block per blast? Is that how this works? There we go. We've got the beetles. I should have plenty of beetles now, right? I have 13, which means I think we can go get... something. I saw a top hat that I really want, so we're going to go get a top hat. And there they are. Hey! Formal hamster night on the town. Yes. Love that. Love that for us. Is there someone to talk to here? It seems you've gathered enough scarabs. A mechanism has been triggered. Yeah. I'm going to check out what's inside, he says, with the thing inside already on him. That's my favorite part. What's over here that I need? More beetle time. The insectadrone. That's what it is. Okay. Chart a course. Will that do it? Just rotate the right directions, it sure will. We're puzzling pretty nice so far. You coming with me? No. Okay, bye-bye. Hamster Jones solves a puzzle. What blocks you can also help you? Are we memeing? Is it meme time? Nice. There's one. Then we just go this way. Oh, no! Is that all he's here to tell me? A coin tossed in the air doesn't just spin. It always chooses a side to land on. The prophecy is nigh. All right, so we can't rotate while we're within range of this guy. So, or within eye shot of him. So... talk to the horse head thing if you want to be rage baited. Done and done. And I'm plenty baited already, so. Oh, you know what I could do? I can just take it off of there and that'll block his line of sight. If I can get there somehow. Can I rotate this up here? I can. Boom. So all I have to do is just move it off like that. That blocks his line of sight. I can come back down here. I can rotate it back this way. So I can rotate it this way. And then I can get back down here. And then I can rotate it this way. And step right out. At least they make it easy to exit. You don't have to like tear the whole puzzle down. I do know, so like I said, she was playing this and she got to one point after a long time that I noodled on for quite a long time and couldn't figure out. So I'm wondering if we get to that point tonight and we just like, we cruise through the first hour and then we like solve 2 puzzles in the second hour. We'll see how it goes. Oh, that's not going to work. that will. But that also won't work because I have to get Scorpion back over that way. Okay. Suit yourself. I feel like I just did this. But that won't work because I need... So it's got to be this, because then we got to break it a second time from that angle. So how do I get Scorpion over there? I need Scorpion where Beetle currently is. Can I get Scorpion there? And can I get Beetle there? No, see, I can't. Now we're getting properly puzzled. A little bit here. Maybe that's what we need. Because now I can, yep, that's perfect. Boom. Not too bad. More Beetle. B5. Men's lingerie. Unexpected interaction. That also makes me nervous. Oh! Oh, so that holds... I see. Right, but... It's not gonna do it. So what do it? That's very clearly the exit. So let's... This is obviously how to start. is this cheat speaking to us directly to you and no one else for it, just for you. How are we doing? Nice to have you here. It's a fun little indie night we're having for ourselves. Look at this. So that's got both, but I also need to be able to get to the puzzle area. So I'm doing pretty good. I'm finally not sick. We were basically kicked back a week on everything that we were trying to do here for the channel. I see, oh, you're hell diving, I see. So what I need to do, let me think. Yeah, so we're kind of catching up on all the channel stuff like this that I wanted to get done last week and just couldn't. Yeah, there we go. Nailed it. Cyberstan needs help. Bot's got a new tank, and so do we. Oh, baby. Have at it. That's a no. All set for PAX. Don't even make me look ahead to PAX. We have so much coming up. You know what? Let's take a second here and remind everyone of what's coming up on the channel. In the next like week and a half alone, I worked up a fun little ad for you that reset itself after OBS crashed yet again. So excuse the unprofessionalism here. Wow, look at that beautiful ad. Right where it belongs. We got a lot coming up on the channel over the next couple of weeks. So this is all through the end of the month. What do you have to look forward to from us? We are fully credentialed, all three of us, for PAX East once again. So this will hashtag it. If it's an ad for ourselves, does it really matter? I think we're fine. But no, we have a lot coming up between now and the end of the month. So obviously we're doing Hamstermind right now. And we should have a review, the full review done and ready for you by the weekend. This is Sarah's first one that she's leading for the channel. Miss Nephroptosis taking the lead on writing this one, which is super fun. We should hopefully also have a full review of Demon Tides. That is coming, and that's also not going to be day and date, I think, when it comes out. Just because, again, I lost so much time being sick for the week. I'm playing catch-up. This weekend, we are privileged enough to be getting kind of inside baseball for the Steam Next Fest event in partnership with two different publishers. We'll be covering the Indie Fan Fest from the Mix over the weekend. And then next Tuesday, I believe, we'll be joining Indie.io's Next Fest party, playing some of the demos that both of those publishers have for games that are on Steam Next Fest, giving them a look, giving them some discussion and putting them on our radar, which is super cool. So we're grateful to both of them for looping us in on this. And then the end of the month, the 27th, 28th, rolling into March, we will be on the ground in beautiful, fantastic Las Vegas. My Disney World. That sounds weird. I'm not a Disney adult. It's my Cheers. That also sounds weird. I like Vegas. It's fun. I go there when I can. And we're going to be on the ground for the second major regionals level event for Riftbound in the United States over there in Vegas, and doing a whole bunch of fun stuff. I'm sure we'll have a ton to talk about, and the channel will be flooded with stuff throughout the weekend. So you got a lot coming from us between now and the end of the month. And then, yes, the end of March, we will be back out in Boston for PAX East 2026. Believe it or not, I think if I go back in time here on the YouTube, that may well be, yeah, that'll be our 5th PAX East we're covering for Hypocritic. Can you believe it, Reversey? 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So that would be crazy. The first video we ever posted to the channel as a video was Turbo Overkill from PAX East 2022, and we had a whole bunch of interviews. You can see how far we've come from that. So wow. That'll be fun. So we'll have to do something fun to celebrate the 5-year PAX anniversary for Hypocritic. We'll have a lot of celebratory stuff, I think, this PAX. It's our 1-year anniversary of working with Riot on Riftbound, because we first saw it at PAX East 25, which is super cool, and they reminded us of that, and that's always cool. We also... Now I'm looking at this puzzle. Nope, lost my train of thought. Let's get back to the puzzling, which I can already tell is not going to work. I definitely don't want it to go there. That was a big old fail. Still debating on going to PAX myself, got to price it out. It is unfortunate how expensive PAX East has kind of become, where especially lodging and just staying anywhere in the general area is ridiculously expensive relative to where it was even just a couple of years ago. Those hotels are obscenely pricey. You're obviously paying for the convenience, but man, are you paying for it. And it is a brutal task to set for yourself. That's for damn sure. Oh. Boston has no public transpo. Boston has public transpo. Not really, not to that part of town. I mean, the T-line has one stop in the Seaport District, and it's not close. So, I mean, it takes a lot of walking. But, you know, what we had done in years past was... Now this is a little different, too, just to kind of give you perspective. We are also lugging, like, many, many pounds of gear to and from these shows because we cover them. So our priority is staying close. We'll pay the premium, but it's just, you know... We've had 20, 25-minute walks back and forth with a substantial amount of gear, and it's just by day 3 or 4, you are just ground down and you feel it in your bones. So... You know, we've stayed across the river in different parts of, like, the North End and you know, bits of Boston like that downtown. If you're willing to walk or cover more distance, you can get it a fair bit cheaper. But anything in that immediate Seaport area, even within like a 10 to 20 minute walk radius, is going to be ridiculously expensive. And that's never fun. That's how we do that part. Love that. But now I think we screwed ourselves here. Because now I'm going to have to come down this way. And oh no, we didn't. We're good. But can I get Snake? Can I get one snaky boy? Yes, I can. Boom! Thought we screwed it up. We did not. Hell yeah. So, I mean, especially like... Well, I guess you'd be flying into Logan. You just kind of get in the general vicinity. If you don't mind the walk and you can make that situation work, then I think that's a different story. But for us, it is, and Justin and Teresa especially will tell you, especially Teresa, because she's the one that usually ends up hauling the most gear to get to the, I think outside the box, 4 stars. To get our press lockers squared away and things, it is a rough time out there. We have a box. So it seems pretty clear that we need to start blocking this guy off. We heard our names. That we have summoned. We've summoned Baloney. Maybe Sari as well. Sarah will help carrying stuff this time, right? Teresa Much Hall. See? We're not kidding here. All right, so where are we rotating to? We're going to do this so that I can rotate this part. That's good. That's a good start. But now, oh, there's two we got to get. Can't get down that far. Do I have to rotate something else first? Okay, so that's baked into this. So how do I get that? How do I get that? I'll be too busy in the expo hall buying dice. The dice gremlin is out in full force every show. By the way, if you're curious and you want to see who's there, I do know that the Tabletop Expo Hall has its exhibitor list available now on the PAX East website. So if you want to check out from a dice gremlin perspective, especially who's going to be there, cough, cough, dispel will be. That's fun. So that... I feel like that'll make a difference. But I don't know how yet. Can't do that. So let me try something here. I mean, kind of. Not very helpful. That's not going to do it, but I feel like this block has to come thinking outside the box. That's funny. It's got to come with you, though, right? Problem is I can't move it anywhere else once it's here. Unless... No, see? No use there either. So it's here, but then I have nowhere to put it. That's not helping. Reset the room. And these are the ones that are kind of mandatory for progress here, so we need to figure them out. All right, so we definitely do that at least. Right? Should probably grab this while I'm at it. Now that's interesting. Once it's there... What if... Here's an idea. Let's do it from this side. Leave it there. Now progress through the rest of this stage here. I feel like I'm supposed to come get it. I feel like I'm supposed to come get it. Ooh, but how? Oh, idea. If I come down here, I can rotate it. Yeah, it's definitely supposed to come through that way. That means I need to feed this through another way. Like this. Yeah? But then I can't, see, then I can't rotate this to get it there, so that's not it. So this has to come with me, and I have to block one of these guys off, right? That would be promising. But I can't get out here either. So if I rotate it this way, yeah, there's definitely a way for me to grab it out of there. But I need this. I don't know how to orient them that way, though. From the top. See, then I can't rotate this part. This is one of those games like Portal where it's so easy to see the answer immediately after you solve it. That's very much the vibe, and Miss Nephroptosis will attest to that, because that was her experience for how many hours yesterday? How long did you play this for? To get some intel on the later game experience? Like 6, yeah, that sounds about right. So how do I get it over yonder? So yeah, I basically need to block this one in the quadrant that I'm in so that I can go get the second ball and go home. The problem is I got to get the cube there. To do so, I got to bring it in through here most likely. To do that, I got to connect it up with the lower right quadrant. How do I get it there? So I do this, I bring it down here. This would make the most sense. But now how do I get out of here? Thinking outside the box. No secret entrances. That might work. How do I get... But I gotta block that one off anyway, so how do you do that? How do you do it? How do you do it? See, I'm ugh. All right, I think we got our first legit stumper here. Oh, man. This one also made me question my intelligence and will to live. So at least we're suffering through the same stuff. Unless... I can drop it in between. I can drop it in between. Oh, I can't rotate it. I could definitely pick it up from there, right? And then... Actually, no, I don't think I could. Think outside the box. I was outside the box already. I know I said no back seating, but we'll take some back seating maybe. Outside the box. It's too convenient to be able to just place it right there. Unless, hold on now. But then I'm stuck here. And I couldn't get it out of there anyway, right? Not helpful. What is this jackhole doing? Besides nothing. Can I drop it here? Oh, oh. It was the right idea. We were just looking at it the wrong way. Hello, beautiful. And that is all she wrote. Ba-boom. Love it. Okay. That took a minute, but we got there. Easy. You. More Beatle time. It's the Beatles. D20. All right, we'll do that before we hop into a new puzzle. That's a 1. Take advantage, folks. We're down on we're in the bad place now. There is cheese. You can roll for that cheese on head with the 4, but it all gets worse and more embarrassing for me as the night goes on because the bad place only has bad things to do. And that's a 14, which means it's Godzilla time. It's Godzilla time? Are you prepared for this? Do you understand what you've unleashed upon the world? If this is sponsored content, we'd never have another sponsor in the world. That's all you're going to get coming out of the other end of a sinus infection and the flu and all this fun stuff. You're lucky you got that much. It's like I'm watching a movie. I'm waiting for a Godzilla podcast. When? I don't know when. Maybe that'll be the channel meme. Godzilla podcast when. All right, so we have 1 up. It's been 3 years. Exactly. I'm saying that's the meme. It may never happen. Or if it does, it'll happen when you least expect it. And that is fine. Followage? Not here. All right, let's just start experimenting with stuff. So we have a rotate, we have an up, and we have a down. Which way does it rotate them? Down. So we can only go up, down, and one other direction. Vinny's here, my pal's back. We're good to go. Vinny, how you doing? You got your cards, very good. We saw that. You love to see it. Oh, let's see. We only have 3 moves we can make. Cover the whole board. Over and down. We're either thinking Are you having fun? That's great. We can only go up, we can only go down, and we can only turn 90 degrees once. It does give hints. This is the first place where the Insectadrone interacts. Okay, well that implies... Thanks. Sometimes it just comes to you, baby. Oh! That actually was a decent hint. That gave me the context I needed. Onward. Ooh. Well, hello. Sharon, what are you doing here? Oops, didn't mean to. Sus little mouse. Hey, it's Zelda. You found a pair of boots. Unfortunately, Sharon damaged them for no apparent reason. What a dick. I'm sure that'll be super helpful. Is that the treasure room? Is there more to the treasure room than meets the eye? Is that what you're telling me right now? I found these boots in the secret room. I really want to wear them, but they're broken. That doesn't surprise me. You're always finding secret objects in these walls. Oh, you, Hamster Jones. Give them to me, I'll take care of them and repair them. Well, thank you. It might take a little time. I need to study how they work first, of course. So what else was interesting about this room? Nothing? Great. Hi. Oh, you can check out his little outfits and everything. Wow. 5 more beetles until nighttime. Is that pajamas? Pajamas for my hamster friend? If it looks impossible, it's probably actually impossible. That's really encouraging. Push, push. So creatively named. Oh my god. Great. Once opened, this door contains a glyph like this one, which explains how the symbol mechanic on the door works. The goal of the Translate puzzles is to discover the game's rules on your own. Consulting the explanation of the mechanics should therefore only be done if you are stuck after many attempts. I'm stuck, send help. A whole bunch of stuff. Great notebook. Full Metal's here to look at this fun looking game. We're playing Hamstermind. This is a tile-based puzzler from Righteous Tree, a French developer, and we saw that in the opening cutscene, which was very in French. All good stuff. So, let's see what we can do here. What the hell is happening? Oh, is there ivy growing on it? I can't rotate it. I need this exposed, right? So... that works. Now for the other part. Oh no. How do we deal with this? Is that the start we needed? We moved all of one block. I was hoping that would give us a little more leeway here. This reminds me of a puzzle. This reminds me of them puzzle games you'd see oftentimes on a Game Gear or Game Boy. It does feel a little kind of bite-sized, you know, back of the car sort of puzzle romp, right? That's a reasonably analogous way to think about it. That might help, because now I have enough space to actually move some of these blocks around properly. Yeah, look at this. Yeah, okay. Okay, so we're just again clearing the field here. Let's get some more room here. Right, that emote doesn't exist anymore. Feel old yet? How you doing, Drakes? We're puzzling tonight. And I'm feeling mighty puzzled. Hi there. So now the thing is going to be, we got to make sure that we can put all the blocks away as well. Excuse me, what? Oh, so I gotta rotate this too? It's okay, I have an idea. Put these blocks back. Or no, I don't. Boom. Nailed it. Not quite. Nailed it. It's going pretty good. We are, like I was telling everybody, we were bouncing back from being so ill last week, like unacceptably ill. But so that put all of our content behind a little bit. We'll go over the plans again here for everyone if you'd like. I'm just going to keep plowing ahead on these basic puzzles for now, just to see how far we can go with it. While we're getting there, a reminder of what's coming up on the channel through the end of the month. A lot of this was supposed to come out this week, but again, when you're ill, it's the best we can do. So this is, again, all that you're going to get on the channel between now and the end of February. We're already talking Hamstermind, that's the first one, and we'll have a full review of this game by the weekend. Fun fact, again, this is the first one that Sarah/Miss Nephroptosis is steering and leading from a review perspective, which is very cool. And a writing perspective, we'll have a more comprehensive look at Demon Tides probably sometime next week. Again, that's a lengthy game. I've been sick, we're behind schedule, and I'm trying to get through it as much as we can. Very fun over this weekend and into next week. We will be taking a look at many games and demos from Steam Next Fest, which runs, late February through March, in partnership with both The Mix and Indie.io, two separate publishers showing their wares off. So we'll be taking part in The Mix's Indie Fan Fest, reacting to their announcement trailers and their live stream stuff for Steam Next Fest, and then playing some of their content over the weekend. And then we'll also be partnering with Indie.io next week for their Next Fest party, probably during this stream time slot, and taking a look at some of their games as well. So really cool stuff. We'll be spotlighting a few that we personally find interesting and cool. So keep an eye out for that. My mic is dying. Oh no. And then, of course, at the end of the month, we'll be hitting up the regional qualifier in Las Vegas for Riftbound, the second major regionals level event for Riftbound in the United States. It'll be a lot of fun, and we'll have wall-to-wall coverage of that. It'll be nuts. If you think this month's been a run, get ready for March with Marathon. And God, yeah, Marathon launches soon too, doesn't it? When does Marathon come out? Marathon game launches March 5th. Oh my God. So we're going to get back from Vegas and have to turn around and play Marathon. Maybe. Will it quench the Arc Raiders itch? We don't know. So that's what's coming up on the channel. I'm probably going to take a quick few minutes here just to kind of compose myself, and then we'll play a little more. So don't go anywhere. You're watching Hypocritic GG, streaming live on Twitch and YouTube. I'm Lou, some call me Cheat Speak, and we'll be back in just a couple of minutes with more Hamstermind gameplay. We'll be back with you shortly. Stay right there. All right, everybody, welcome back. You are still watching Hypocritic GG, streaming live on Twitch and YouTube. I'm Lou, some call me Cheat Speak, and we are bringing you more Hamstermind into your mind, into your eye holes, into your ear holes. We're in the bad place tonight, thanks to a certain someone, so Full Metal's D20 is going to start right up into the bad place. We had a Godzilla time. That's a 5. Unfunny face. We haven't had that one in a while. What's an unfunny face look like? That's what it looks like. Sad. Look what you did. You made a sad face occur. Do you feel better about yourself now? Was that worth it for you? Also, hopefully it doesn't sound too muffled or anything. We had to switch microphones since my magnetically clipped one was dying and I didn't bother to switch them, so here we are. All right, what the hell are we doing here? Oh, God, what? Oh, jeez. Oh, my God. Calm down. 1, 2. What the hell? There's 4 we got to deal with here. There is a... Okay, so this feels like, hey, find the one place you can stand to rotate things. There's 1 box only. That's nuts. Okay, where do I even start? Try every square until one lets you rotate something. Like so. Boom! Hell yeah. Not too bad. But there's a 4th and it's sitting on the stairs there. So does that mean we have to go up the stairs? Will it create stairs in this room? Let's see. So do we have to do these do we have to do these side puzzles? So maybe the optional side puzzles are not always so optional. Is that why they're going to be nice and not terribly challenging right now? No. There's no way for me to get it in there, right? No. All right, so let's maybe get neck needs to get squared away first. Are you dizzy yet? So you got to start this way to keep the scorpion from just falling in. You just have to. But then what? That's what. And it's really nice after that. Bing, bang, boom. Does that open the stairs up in here? Or just a beetle? Just a beetle, it seems. So do we do we have to get this from a separate area then? Maybe. Let's keep pressing forward and let's see. Oh, God. Is that the way I want it to go? It is. I'm gonna have to rotate the opposite direction too. Oh man, what are we doing? Like little Tony Hawk, like bam. This seems like a good place to start. Feeling a bit optimistic here. And then what? I'm trying to think how to deal with the columns on the sides here. It can't just be running up and down. You're going to run out of steps. This level of concentration is commendable. It's the only way I can think my way through these. And then you hit the end. Nope. So that runs me out of room there. However, if I go the other way and then turn him down here, maybe we've got something. Damn it! It's got to be the right idea, though, right? Bobbing and weaving. No! But what if I just switch them? Why? Why? And yes, I got me cards combined with the other set y'all sent me. I've got a deck that'll win championships. Post the deck list in the Discord, you coward. Show it. Show it if you know it. So if I go up here, and then turn again, and then turn again, but I can't keep just looping my way in those consecutive directions. I gotta mix in other turns. It's really hard to just imagine the clockwise versus the counterclockwise turn. So the clockwise while they're moving, that's the hard part. Let's see. Yeah, I know that. Some hint, man. It's gotta start like this. It's gotta. I think we got it. Yeah! Ba-boom! What lies beyond? Space Wing! Space! You're progressing faster than expected, Jones. Looks like it's your smile that's starting to fade. In any case, even if you've solved all the puzzles, you'd never manage to crack the giant mystery surrounding this place. Ooh. Space! Space! To the right, towards the wing of space. I can move the room? Whoa! Hey, whoa! That's just, yeah, the, space inside the Great Pyramid's my favorite. Warping time. It's warping time. The only, wait, do I get to pull out my Tim Curry for this? I'm retreating to the one wing uncorrupted by capitalism. Space! I love doing that line so much. It brings me such joy because it brings him such obvious great joy. Like this is the most over the top he's ever been asked to do something, and he's just having such a great time. So he's just like, the accent's not even consistent scene to scene. It doesn't make any sense. It's so bizarre. But they're one uncorrupted by capitalism. Spice! It's so great. Can we just pause for a second and appreciate how absolutely batshit insane that cast is in Red Alert 3? This is Command & Conquer Red Alert 3, the RTS that EA made in 2008. I just want to walk through the cast of this game who appear on camera, mind you. Like full acting, the whole deal. Where is the cast? CNC, we got to take a second here just to appreciate it. If you're not familiar, because it is the most batshit insane, impossibly good cast you could ever imagine from a video game. It goes even deeper than we thought. All right, so I'm just going to highlight a few of the notable names here. Now, this features 3 different factions, right, in the game. Let me make sure I have that part right. The Soviet Union, the Allies, and the Empire of the Rising Sun. In part, this cast included, in 2008, Tim Curry as Premier Anatoly Cherdenko. What is this? Vinny with a $10 super chat. Tim Curry impersonation is way too on point to not super chat. That's very generous of you. And yes, the cutscenes for Command & Conquer are absolutely unhinged in the best way. You are 100% correct. They are like bonkers, out of this world, insanely over the top. It is so campy. It's so great. So again, Tim Curry as Premier Anatoly Cherdenko, J.K. Simmons as President Howard T. Ackerman, George Takei as Emperor Yoshiro, Gemma Atkinson as Lieutenant Ava McKenna, Jenny McCarthy as Tanya, Peter Stormare as Dr. Gregor Zelinsky, Jonathan Pryce as Field Marshal Robert Bingham. Goddamn, Jonathan Pryce is in this. Gina Carano as Natasha Volkova. And that's like half of it. There's an expansion called Red Alert 3 Uprising, which added on additional characters. Malcolm McDowell as Rupert Thornley, Jamie Chung as Takara, Rick Goddamn Flair as Commander Hill. What in God's name was this game? We were not worthy. We were truly not worthy of such excellence. I don't know how we survived. That's one we should play, just for the cutscenes, man. Welcome to space! We've made it. We've made it to space, everybody. We're in space. This is it. This is it. Yeah, this is space. Yeah, it's space. Now game get complicated because, of course, Space Pyramid. To leave that the other way. Except I can't. Can I? Maybe this? Send in the flare. I can go out and back in. Haha! Space! Love me space. I'm 3 beetles short. More space. You're going to be upside down. Well, at least they're warning me. Why? They have to line up somehow? Apparently. Not sure I understand how those bits connect, but sure. Sometimes the solution is right before your eyes. Thanks so much, game. Geometry in space, if you say so. They have to be on the same plane, not adjacent to each other, two adjacent to each other? How does this... Define your rules. Does it have to match the direction you're supposed to come out? Is that the thing here? Oh, so if I were to... I can't rotate this one, but I think I see where this is going. So you have to be able to go out where you're coming in here. See that? So... I can only come out this way, and then I go this way. Or if I do this, then I do this. Can't rotate that. I can rotate this, which would mean I could come in here. Or I can go... I can't go out here, but I can go up here. Which means I have to come into it going down. Ha! I can't pause either, which is posing kind of an issue here. So did I lock that one up? Sudoku. Yay. I think I found another secret passage. I'll tell Chris about this the next time I see him. If I leave, maybe it'll reset. A D20 from Vinny in the bad place. Whatever will we do? That's a 13. That is the most dabs. So you get 2 D12 worth. So that's 1. 5 D12s worth of dabs. Away we go. Oh, we're so cool. Ugh, how do you tolerate us? Did I break this one? Restart level. All right, so I need to figure out a way to come out of the blue side of this. In this case, up or down to get to the orbs. I can only move this one this way, and this one this way. What does that even do for me? So see, like, if I could get up to it now, that would be helpful, but I can't. So see, what does that really afford me here? You know what I mean? However, just blew the lid right off that bitch. Let's see what else we can do. Hey, yo! Bam, baby! Now we gotta get out of here, which we can do. Bam! Progress, yo! Space and shit. Are we got more beetle time? No way I got that first go. No way. Stop it. It's all coming together, baby. Finally starting to set up thinking like this game wants me to think. The right angle. Oh. Geometry time. We gotta start winding this down too. Unfortunately, you boys got a very early day tomorrow. See what it's asking of me here. I see you. Escape. See, that's funny. It's spelled just like escape. There's a lot more. There's a lot of pyramid happening here. We are definitely not clearing this all tonight. Nothing is useless. That's a great attitude to have, game. I appreciate that. Well, that looks like a nice little tease, and unfortunately, that is probably where we're going to have to stop for the evening. So, let's get some thoughts and first impressions on Hamstermind. So this seems like a pretty under the radar one. It didn't seem like there's been a ton of coverage or activity on like its Steam community page or other places. So happy to be spotlighting this one because it did kind of catch our interest. You know, you have some cutesy animal characters running around playing Indiana Jones and Sherlock Holmes all bundled into one and solving mysteries in this pyramid, and it looks cute, it's friendly, though as Sarah will tell you, maybe not the most approachable thing in the world for people who aren't super attuned to puzzle games. So, you know, we had a little bit of friction coming into it, nothing super insurmountable from like our perspective, but, you know, those who are less kind of puzzle game inclined or don't have the sort of exposure to the genre, I could see getting pretty frustrated with this pretty quickly. It's just the 3 puzzle types, and it does add in a few of those additional mechanics throughout: the warp points, the additional beetle blocks breaking through the wooden barriers. It's got some degree of depth, which is good, but it is those 3 types of puzzles over and over again, and I can attest to the fact that it does get damn hard, you know, toward the back third or so. So, there's that sort of trade-off. I do think you have to be at least a little bit attuned to puzzlers. This is probably not the most friendly one and approachable one in the world, despite how it looks. But I think there is a fair bit to noodle on, especially in some of the optional puzzles that tend to potentially skew a little bit harder. So I think I saw there were like 6 difficulty levels in total, and the most we got to was like a 4-star. 4 stars out of 6. So take that for how you will. And, you know, keep it in mind if this is something that interests you. It is not it's not like earth-shaking, changing the world, revitalizing the puzzle genre, but it's cute, and it seems, you know, maybe not super leisurely pick, but certainly an approachable one, depending on your level of affinity for puzzle-type deals. So I believe it's currently available on Steam. It retails for, I think, $12.99 or so, just on PC, just on Steam. I believe it's currently on sale as we record this for under $10 US. Prices may be different depending on when you're watching this VOD. But I think there's, you know, a reasonable amount of fun to be had, especially at that low price point. I mean, we're, what, maybe 2 hours and change in, and that's 63% of the way through the main game. It teased that there's a lot more to come to get to like 200% completion, 213% completion, whatever that entails. So weigh your price to time ratio if that's how you budget out these kinds of experiences. I think it's pretty fun. And, you know, again, maybe it's cutesy, you know, friendly animal exterior is hiding some more dense and grindy puzzle solving than it lets on. So if you do come into this thinking you're going to have a nice, easy time or a lot of ways to kind of ease yourself from start to finish, the help system is essentially non-existent. It teases you on the loading screens that, hey, we didn't have time to finish the help system. And it gives you very meager hints of where to start in the Insectadrone bits, and that's about it. So keep that in mind. If you like sort of figuring that, you know, stuff out for yourself, your Animal Wells, your Viewfinders, some of those other more cryptic games we've played in the past, there seem to be a lot of mysteries and additional things to unlock here as well, should you want to tease it further. So I think there's a good amount of value depending on how deep this goes past 100%. We'll leave that for you to decide. Again, it is available on PC on Steam now for $12.99 MSRP US dollars. Currently, as we record this, available for under 10 as sort of that introductory sale price. So that's a quick look at Hamstermind from Righteous Tree, a French developer, and an interesting little puzzle time if that's something that you're into. Thanks so much for tuning in, everybody. Quick programming note before we take off for the night. Again, we are in the midst of a very, very active February for us, so that is our Hamstermind coverage. We'll have a full written and edited review of it in the coming days. We're going to take a closer look and a more comprehensive look at Demon Tides in the next week or so as well. This weekend and next week, we will be demoing and spotlighting a lot of games at Steam's Next Fest, which starts relatively soon if it hasn't already, and runs through March, and we'll be partnering with 2 publishers to do that. First, over this weekend, will be the Mix's Indie Fan Fest, so we will be watching and engaging with some of their live stream stuff and then playing some of their games and demos that are spread out, probably over some weekend stream. We'll see exactly when we do that. And then I believe next Tuesday, so 1 week tonight, we'll be partnering with Indie.io for their Next Fest party to take a look at some of their games on the Steam Next Fest. So that'll be very cool. And then we'll wrap up the month out in Las Vegas at the second ever Riftbound Regional Qualifiers in the US. Beautiful, viva, beautiful, sweet Las Vegas. It's neither beautiful nor sweet. It can be, if you try hard enough. We're going to Vegas, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I love Vegas. We're going to have a grand old time. And that'll be February, and then we, you know, look ahead into March. The end of March will be PAX East 2026, the 5th PAX that we'll be covering for Hypocritic. And we are all fully press credentialed, good to go as usual. Maybe seeing some of you there. It's going to be very exciting. Can't wait. Lots of stuff coming up on the channel. We're doing the best we can. We are behind. I'm definitely behind schedule, having been sick for the past week and change, so I'm revving back up. I wanted this review out yesterday. It didn't get done. I wanted Demon Tides done sooner. Didn't get there. We're going to get this stuff out for you as fast as we can. And we'll go from there. Otherwise, thanks so much for tuning in, everybody. This has been Hypocritic GG, streaming live on Twitch and YouTube. I'm Lou, some call me Cheat Speak, and that was our quick look at Hamstermind. Again, available now on PC, on Steam, for $12.99, normally potentially on sale, depending on when you're watching this. Thanks so much for tuning in. Stay fresh, cheese bags. We'll catch you back here real soon.